Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video, we have some new and very different news than every other news that we do on this channel. Yesterday, I heard that there is a kind of big news about Niantic selling Pokemon Go. I know that there is like lots of people have been talking about this in the community about like if Niantic can't fix the game, just sell it. So Bloomberg posted this article yesterday. Pokemon Go maker needs 3.5 billion deal to sell Games Unite. And they started by talking about Niantic and the deals and previous deals, and mobile game maker Sculpey was acquired for 40.5 billion 2 years ago, and in 2000 2 years ago. But now we're talking about I think 3.5 billion. So the price of Pokemon Go has jumped down. It's a game that used to worth $9 billion, and Niantic selling it for $4.5 billion just shows that the frustration in the game is actually happening for real, because the game at one point was worth 3 times this price, and Niantic refused to sell, which means they had too much, they were too ambitious, and they had too much, they were thinking that they could have gotten some better numbers, but now it's settling for 1/3 of the price. So let's just, I made a TLDR. So basically Niantic, the creator of Pokemon Go, is talking to sell its video game business to Scopely, owned by Saudi Arabia, Savvy Game Group. The deal valued $3.5 billion and could be announced soon. It would include Pokemon Go and other mobile games. So all of the mobile games as a package. It's not just Pokemon Go. So like Pokemon Go at one point was worth 9 billion. Now all of Niantic games are worth 3.5 billion. It would include Pokemon Go, another mobile game. Niantic struggled to replicate Pokemon Go's success, cutting staff and canceling project in recent year. I will talk about this more. Basically, if you guys know about like the Bay Area, Niantic is in the Bay Area, right? So Niantic had some massive layoffs. I think 3 years ago they laid off 150 people. 2 years ago they laid off half the team. I will give you an example. The devs team used to be 7 people. So in the past used to be 7 people, and then that 7 people became 2, and then the 2 I think became 1. So that's how understaffed Niantic is. So if you ask yourself why they can't fix the game, because they literally don't have enough people. And it was kind of like a shocking news for a game that is the most successful Pokemon Go, the most successful Pokemon mobile app or mobile game is Pokemon Go, whether you like it or not. They actually made the most successful mobile game, and they still couldn't maintain a number of staff because they were like struggling to keep the teams that were running the team. Another thing to mention, John Hanke once made a conference, and in that conference he was talking about that the company is struggling to hire people as well, because they've had 2 massive layoffs, and then like people who works in the IT industry, they don't want to go to companies that has layoffs. So they couldn't like the relationship, how toxic the relationship between us the players and Niantic. They have a similar one with the while trying to recruit. So usually when games buy other games, they keep the team that was running the team, and then they just change the vision, and people who like the new vision would stay, and people who don't like it would just simply leave. I know this because I know that Plarium has sold Raid Shadow Legend to another company, and literally the team that was running Raid Shadow Legend is still running it. It's just now like they are doing slightly different vision. Scopely was acquired for 4.9 billion in 2023. Which is investing heavily in gaming. Niantic partnered with Savvy in 2024 to expand in Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Egypt. And I don't know if you guys have heard, but there have been lots of events in Saudi Arabia, and maybe this was just paving the way toward them announcing that they actually bought the game, because there was an exclusive Immuto raids in Saudi Arabia, and there was was supposed to be an exclusive Legendary Birds event, Dynamax Legendary Birds event in Saudi Arabia, and then they just made it global after that. Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund is driving the country expanding into gaming. And this is something actually true. Like, I've been paying lots of attention because I'm from Syria, like another Arab country that's close to Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia has been investing a lot in video games in general. And they've been doing like lots of big investments. So this could be one of those. So if you don't know, guys, if you don't know Scopely, Scopely is a company that owns, I think Monopoly Go is their biggest game. And something to mention here, I've gotten sponsored by Monopoly Go once. And actually, everyone who played the game was literally enjoying the game, because the game had a big Discord, like talking about 250,000 people, where like you can go there and report a bug. Like until now, we don't have this option with Niantic. Like if I want to report a bug, I must know someone who works with Niantic to tell them that this game does not work, even though they know that they don't work. But yeah, I don't think it's bad news. I think generally it's good news, at least like, because me working with Monopoly Go, I can tell you that actually they listen to the community and they keep their updates related to the game and the growth of the game, and listening to the community, or like do events driven by the community. Where like whenever there is a big event, or like supposed to be a big event, let's say Pokemon Go birthday, something like that, Nintendo's birthday, you will see some unique events, okay? Other than, okay, this is a new shiny Pokemon with shitty moveset that you don't care about. I actually don't know all of these games. I just know Monopoly Go. I played this, Star Trek Fleet Command. Oh, Marvel Strike Force. I actually did play this. It's not a bad game. I actually was sponsored once by this game. Now I see it. No, I didn't play any of these games. So yeah, this could be an exciting news. This also could be a new turning point in Pokemon Go. I don't think I think we will hear like lots of controversial stuff, because like generally like Americans don't like it when other companies own their applications. And we saw this with TikTok, and how TikTok was banned because, you know, the servers of the game, the servers of the app are in a different country, even though there was actually the American data were in a server that is in the US. So I know like some people, like especially in the States, aren't comfortable with hearing stuff that can go outside the country. But generally, we will have to wait and see, because there is nothing else we can do at this point. But all we can do is just hope that the new owner will hear the community, listen to the community, made events driven by the community. It's like you can't just make an event, because I've been in GoFest 3 times. I've been in person events multiple times, and trust me, there is more stuff to criticize than stuff to compliment in in-person events. Like, it's always crowded places where like they don't have a place that can literally fit for the people who register. Even though when you register for the event, they know the actual numbers and they know how many people are going to attend. But it's Niantic, so hopefully we will not get to say it's Niantic. I don't want to be like the person who's like giving you criticizing Niantic at this point. I don't like kicking someone when they are down, but I'm just optimistic. I hope that whatever company buy the game, just do better. That's all I'm hoping at this point. So let me know what you think, guys. Are you guys optimistic or pessimistic? Do you guys like this step? Or do you guys prefer that Niantic will still own the company? I'll be leaving this article in the description below if you guys want to go and read it yourself. And yeah, see you on the next video. Peace.